Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So, yeah, we were pretty much going nowhere yesterday, and then obviously after the market closed, the actual market closed, Google's results came out, which obviously pushed us up. And the other thing is the US debt has just hit 30 trillion. So I don't know how much of the national debt, should we rather say. So I don't know how much impact that actually had on the market, but that's a sizable number. Okay, but anyway, let's just have a look at the facts here. So this was the area that we were looking for a break and retest on. That was 45.35. We basically just hovered around it. Actually, we hovered just a little bit below it on that area there. We hovered most of the day, and then right at the going at the close, we basically accelerated up. We are at the next level, which is 45.82. We still haven't had a pullback, which for me is a bit worrying because you want to see that pullback. Let's just line that up. So the next level is going to be critical. It is a diagonal support. There's a 155, or diagonal resistance, I rather say, 155, and then horizontal resistance as well. So pretty strong here. We also have diversions, so you can see high, higher, high. If you line it up here, price is high, price is low. So that doesn't bode very well for the bulls. But this is the S&P. So I expect some kind of a pullback here. That's what makes the most sense. Pullback, come and test one of the moving averages or come and test one of the breakouts, then build the base off there, and that would be the trigger to start following the trend to the upside. At the moment, this is still some kind of a pullback. So we've got a crossover. We're over the 155, and you can see how important that 155 EMA is on the 3 hour as well. And you see how price just hovered there, and then late in the session we basically broke through. Crossover, don't like the way the oscillators are looking. I want to see some kind of a pullback, and the pullback I would prefer to see was, like I said yesterday, down into this 44.54 area. That would give me confidence to get in on this for a move to the upside. At the moment, we're starting to look really overbought on all time frames. You can see strong move, test there. That was a fairly decent entry. That was on Friday. Yesterday, look at that. There was nothing worth trading here. Now, you had this big pin bar at the open, at the actual open of the market. And then every time it came down, the buyers accumulated. And then the last 2 hours of the session, suddenly we accelerate. Obviously some news of Facebook coming out. So, no, sorry, not Facebook, Google. Today's Facebook results, and we've also got, being the beginning of the month, obviously you've got lots of data coming out this week as well. So, pretty much, if you look at the 1 hour, the trend is reversed, we're looking up. Look at the 3 hour and the 8 hour, we are still in the downward trend, so there's no confirmation just yet. So I'd like to still want to see the pullback. I need to see pullback onto structure. Right now that structure is 45.35 or 45.23 or even 4500. I want to see pullback onto there, and then I want to see this kind of price action, pin bars, tails like this on that level before looking for an opportunity to get into it. Definitely don't want to be long when my oscillators are looking like that. That's just asking for trouble. So that's kind of my view at the moment. The pullbacks aren't happening, unfortunately. So, on the shorter time frames, we're definitely looking for opportunities to the upside. Before we close off, let's just have a look at this on the 15-minute. So, yesterday we were looking for pullback onto structure, and there was a little gap here. Let me just use this level here. Not really a gap, but you can see where we pulled back onto. There's nothing there, absolutely nothing there. So you would have been looking in this area, you would have been looking in this area, but the minute you started pulling back like that, I suppose on top of that would have been a half decent entry, but 320 point stop loss, 0.7% move of the market. Definitely not something that you want to get involved in. So the 15-minute trend was up pretty much, but that sideways price action, definitely not something that I want to get involved in anyway. So yeah, I think 15 minutes probably the way to go. Pull back onto structure. So long as we stay above the 155 on the 15 minutes, the trend is still up, and we're looking for opportunities to trade to the upside. We've still got gaps to the downside, quite a few little gaps to the downside, which will act as magnets. And then obviously we have another major area here, which is this one right here, which is 45.82, 45.82, 40, and 4600. But to me, it's just patience, still patience. Wait for the pullback. It will happen. There will be some kind of a pullback, some kind of a reset to a level which will be the new line in the sand, and then we start looking for opportunities to the upside. Right now, what's looking like is we're probably just heading for the range break. It's a little bit higher, so range break is up there. Okay, so yeah, so first level, I think you probably have a bounce off is 45.79, pull back, and then onto whatever structure is there. I'd look for that on the 15 minute basically. 45.35 and 45.23 and 4500 would be my preferred area to get in. Then I'm looking for a move, a break of this area here at 45.82 and then off to 4600. That's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. But yeah, I can only trade when there is a pullback, and there are no pullbacks right now, so we'll have to just be patient. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.